The state maintenance of effort law requires local jurisdictions provide the same level of local funding per pupil from year to year. Montgomery County was notified by the state that it was non-compliant with the fiscal year 2016 maintenance of effort requirement, and the county has appealed that ruling. Susan Kenedy has the story.
That MSD had found the county out of compliance with its FY16 maintenance of effort requirement.
The discrepancy is over some non-recurring costs totaling $1.5 million. In June, the state certified the county's MOE requirement had been met and that those non-recurring costs did not need to be included in the calculation.
However, we got a ruling at first telling us, after we sought advice about some non-recurring costs, that those were not to be included, to the tune of almost $1.5 million. But then later on, we got a ruling saying that we were non-compliant from the Maryland State Department of Education. And so we're a little bit confused about how they told us that we were fine and got the advice from them saying that, yes, it was a non-recurring cost, and now it's not.
We'll wait and see what the decision is. In a fiscal situation such as we are going through, very tight money, this is a big deal. And so in my opinion, that to me is what's really important, that we need to clarify that. We need to understand if the state board does make a ruling of some sort or gives you guidance, that it's binding and that they cannot come back and say later on that we have to scramble and figure something out.
Close to 1/2 of the county's budget goes to funding the school system. Montgomery County has often been a leader in the state, traditionally funding the schools way above the minimum required.
In the grand scheme of our large budget, it's really not a lot, but it is something that, again, for us, in terms of moving forward, we need to have clarification. We've sought clarification from the state before about these particular issues, and so we're really going to be pressing this year to just have a clear understanding of what are our non-recurring costs and what aren't, so that all of us can move forward and work together with our local school boards. Thank you to the board, and we look forward to continuing to work with you.
The State Board of Education is scheduled to discuss the county's appeal next week. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kenedy for County Report This Week.